decided to do this guide video of how to play Vyse on the map Sunset. This is going to be the first guide video, and it's the purpose of it is just to help those people out who are trying to experiment with something new, trying to learn how to play Vyse in a lobby that is Ascendant/Diamond level, maybe low Immortal as well. So this coming from an Ascendant player who consistently match with a team MPs using Vyse on this map. I will explain how to play Vyse on this map and why I play her the way I do. So before we get into like lineups and setups and shit, we need to understand why play Vyse on this map specifically and how the map is actually supposed to be played. So let's start with how the map is supposed to be played. On every map there is an area of the map which is more important than other areas of the map, right? So for Sunset, it's the A main/elbow area of the map, right here. Then it's mid, and then it's B main. This is because B is easy to retake. So if you do not have B main, you don't have this info on B main, they can scale up, take side, and then you just retake. It's pretty easy, simple, right? But A is harder to retake with a lot of angles that you have to clear as a defender. So often what you want to do is take A main, make them use a little bit more util as they push up to take A main, so that they have less util to play retake when they're on site. As in less util to play post blunt, right? So as a defender, what you're doing is you're usually either having 2 or 3 fighting for A main, then retreating back into mid, having someone hold the line, and then placing a one-way here if they rush, right? And then just playing mid, right? As an attacker though, you usually have maybe 3 starting A lobby at the start of the round, trying to contest some space, make the defenders use a little bit more util, maybe they use this smoke here, make them cycle it, you know, waste their util so they don't have the util for the retake, and then maybe explore a little bit into mid with a smoke mid pop, and have B main just sitting either just holding an angle on B main, or just having it empty with a trip, right? So that's how you play the map. And how is Vyse useful for this gameplay? Well, say you start as attackers 3 A main, 3 A lobby, 1 mid, 1 B, right? In that way, you don't need to use your wall anywhere. But if your team, for example, says, let's take A main and mid, you can have a smoke here, a vine also there so they can't push out, and then, for example, a wall holding B lobby. This way, 2 of you can focus on mid without holding flank, 3 of you can focus on A, and then you have this B main area. Although you don't have it, you have the B lobby mid bottom area. So you have this much map control, right? This much map control. So pretty much half the map is yours, which is pretty good as an attacker. Then your A lobby people push up, maybe get the orb, make some noise, draw a side util. They come, oh, let's commit A. So you have 1 rotate, whilst your Vyse is still here, and he still does not need to hold flank due to the wall in mid, right? I mean wall in B. Or they come back. You have 2 people holding this. As your teammates are rotating spawn, they can go fast because they don't need check corners. Yet again, because of the Vyse wall. Same thing on B. Your team says, let's go fast rush B, but they have a Vyse or a deadlock on the team, and they stall out your team. What do? You have to come back, but you have a Vyse wall here, so you know that you don't need clear, for example, mid house, mid bottom, spawn. That is why Vyse is strong on attack. Plus, you can have various lineups helping your team out when they push side. For example, throwing your lineup here, or throwing your lineup here, so that the defenders can fast flood out of these smokes and destroy your team as they're focusing on the people on side. Okay? As a defender though, like I said before, your teammates usually want to fight A main, right? Fight for the space. Maybe like if you have a breach or a gecko, you like flash up, you stun this lane, then you one way, right? Then you have one playing mid, gathering info, maybe playing courtyard, then like dashing away if it's a Reyna or a Jet. You have market door maybe closed, and then you have to be, as a Sentinel, anchoring B, getting a pick, and then playing offside and playing retake. Most of the time when you hold down B, you want to be just playing retake, because B retaking is much easier than A retake, right? So, your objective on B is put E2 down, slow down the push a little bit, but main objective is get one pick, then play back, and maybe maintain backside or market. Maintain this map control. Because most of the time, attackers either want to take backside or market when they push B. Otherwise, they have no space to play push plant, and this is an easy spammable place, but at the same time you get smoke, you get, for example, stun, and then you also then can't spam and you lose the round. But if you're playing backside, they use that util in backside first, then they don't have the util for the retake, and you can spam easy peasy. So how to play Vyse on defense? Let's say you're playing B and you want to help out your team on A in case their A main fight goes to shit, let's put it simply, and you want to stop the push for a little bit more so that your teammates can come and help your teammate, right? So you can go in between this window right here in the middle, aim across there between this and this right here in the empty space, and left click your vine. This lands right here, and when you pop it, it should cover everything like this, restricting the push in from A main. They can still go through elbow, but the people in main will be stalled so that your teammate can focus either on elbow, or they can have their teammate coming from link and then creating crossfire. If someone is already out in this vine, they will be taking damage if they want to get into this corner, for example, and it'll also give like an audio cue for your teammates to spam. So that's a good vine, right? If you're playing A, for example, and you want to help your teammates out on B, you can go into this corner right here, into this doorway right here in the middle, aim right above this green rectangle with the corner of your HUD right there. Then you jump
Rip and tear. Punching thorns.
And that should land right here if I did it correctly. Yeah. With this, if people in cubby, if people in main, they'll be stuck. If they're already out, they'll be taking damage as they go into cubby. Same again, giving sound cue for your teammates from market to spam, for example, right? So that's a good lineup. Then for the A setup, you're probably going to be max playing it like once or twice per game if they're consistently going A and your teammates are losing A, to force them to go B maybe. You can just play it here, your flash there, and your vine here. When they're coming out, you pop your vine. When they're here, you pop your flash and peek from here. And most of the time, you want to be playing from here. You can just hold us off angle, right? If they're playing slow, they might try and pass your vine. You can pop it, hide behind here, flash, peek, kill them. If not, then you just pop it as they're fast rushing, then come here, flash, peek, kill them. So that's how you can play an A. How you can play an B. is you throw this line up to A to help your team out. Maybe you don't throw it to keep your 2 vines.
Retrieving
right?
thorn trap. Retrieving thorns. Retrieving thorn
So
trap.
what I like to do is, so you can do this once in a while, but this was very easy to dodge and it has small impact.
Well set.
Unless you're doing a really fast rush. But like I said before, most of the time you wouldn't be encountering a fast rush. Maybe in ranked you can, but whatever. Like, I don't know. It's really easy to jump, and then you're just basically down for the whole round. It's kind of useless in my opinion. A better wall, which I like to do, is right here.
Wall trap.
Someone comes in to plant, they're trapped. Maybe you get a breach aftershock from here, like from marker like this, right? If there's a breach here or like a Brimo, if you have it, it's like a one-time thing, right? If not, they have to cross, and then they'll be met with a flash here, like this, right? Or
Too obvious.
like a little bit more to the right, flash. They'll be full blind. You can beat them here, bang, right? And the thing is about this wall, they have to cross it. If they want to take backside, you have to cross this. If you want to plant default, you have to plant here. You have to cross it. So it's a good wall to get info. Then you can just place your vine here to restrict them from going into the market. So this way you restrict them from going backside. This way you restrict them from going to the market. And you can just play backside right here, right? If they're fast rushing, you can just pop it, focus here, flash, peek, go behind here after you kill the guy, maybe peek into cubby. By this time your teammate's already in market or backside. If they do not fast rush though and they play default, for example, you can either take this peek right here like this pixel angle, just for info, shoot once, come back here, get ready for your vine, bang. Or you can play right here, for example, holding this off angle, right? When they're shifting fast, they're like, oh, no Vyse, okay, oh, there's a Vyse here, let's go into market. They come in, bang, but this way they'll probably still be holding CT. What's a better angle is maybe be careful so that you're not too close because they might just run out and kill you. So maybe from here, like this, you can just hold like this, a really good off angle, because they're most likely going to be focusing on market from here already. Or if they're jumping on the box, you have a good angle on them, right? Then you kill them, pop the vine, focus here, flash, bang. That's how I like to play in B. However, if they start getting used to this wall, you can put it here. They can start maybe like going past without actually checking if there's a wall here, being careless. That might be good. Then you can add like a vine here and a vine here to cover all of this area. If not, you can just put a vine here, for example, right? Then you place a wall like this so that there's a gap towards default, like that, let's say, but not too big so that they can walk through it, like this.
Placing wall trap.
So then you pop the vine if they're going stairs, for example, right? They stop. If they go into market, you can add a flash.
Retrieving flash
right here. Bang. And it's a good retake flash, so you flash, then teammates can flood out, and these guys are full blind. You can flood from market. If they're planning though, for example, there's a lot of the time there's going to be a smoke here. You can play here, flash, right, and then peek like this. This planter's going to be confused about this fucking wall. There's like, where am I, right? You come here, spam and down. Brr. You can't really come out. There's not enough space. You're like going to be stuck. You're like, what do I do, right? Or you, again, you can just have a breach, aftershock, this, whatever, right? Then this vine stores them, and just like with the other wall, this was giving info. So if they cross you, flash, peek, no one, okay? If there is, you like peek out, bang, kill them in this corner. If not, then you can just hold this, or like this, or like this, or I don't know, even maybe like this from here, right? Just hold this if you're anchoring, right? The market door should be closed, you hold this, easy peasy. So that is how I play Vyse and B. Maybe sometimes when you condition that no one fights for B main, you put the market, then have someone, one of your teammates, who like maybe like Chill Peak, fight for a little bit, like see maybe like where they can push hard. then refract back, right?
Too obvious.
Accidentally TP back. Then you can just put a flash here, you can cross into this
There.
corner, flash of timing, peak, and then maybe like Whaley slows there or something. And you're in this corner and you can just fight them. So yeah, that's how I like to play on defense. Now if I swap teams.
30 seconds left. Control the space.
How
Control
I
their
play Vyse and attack. Like I said, maintain B lobby control, maybe fight mid a little bit, and then help your team out on A with a lineup if you need to. Alright? So, if your teammates call A default, right? Like a 1-1-3 split or 2-3-0 split. What you can do is just always is good to put your Vyse here.
Wall set.
Just keep in B main control if your teammate like dies on B, if you're not lucky B and you're lucky mid, you know, just keep this control. Or you can just come back and you forget about placing the wall, you lose this map control, right? So just keep your wall here. Then you can maybe come up here. There's a barrier here, right? You see, you can't see it, but I'm stuck, right? You aim your crosshair here, and then you just left
Launching thorns,
and it should land right there. If there's a smoke that you can pop it, scale up mid, they can walk out with like a rain of blind and dismiss and shit, you know. So that's all good. You can maybe like peek out, destroy the door without having anyone peek out the smoke and come back, right? Then you can maybe like place your flash on this box in case they want to refight. You flash, bang, flash this guy, push this guy. That's how you can play mid. And then on B, if your team calls a fast B rush, go into this corner, right here. Aim into this little pocket with your crosshair between these two things right here in this pocket, and just jump off.
Launching thorns. Launching thorns. Rip and tear.
And it should land, yep, backside. And this one is particularly good because it just restricts them from coming out from CT. And it also covers the backside area, so these guys will be fully stuck. So that's a good lineup. While still lurking, remember to be coming. Oh, there's no one mid, let's push up mid, or they're here them rotating from B, let's maybe like do a B split, so your A teammates can come back and then play with you. For A, you can go into this metal pipe right here, aim your crosshair at this corner right here on this red flank, right? As in not your crosshair, the elbow of your HUD right here, you see? And then just
rip and tear. Launching thorns.
And that lands in stairs. Tricks them coming out, really good. It gives info. And then maybe when you're close up here, you can put your flash through the wall. So what I like to do is whilst I'm in cover, I can destroy like this. If they destroy, okay, that gives you info where they are in sight. If not, then as you're pushing, you can tell your teammates to go for elbow, you'll stay in main. You'll not obviously not spike, give spike to initiator. Then when they're like around here, look on the menu out here, you pop your blind, flash. These people will be half blinded, these people will be full blinded. That person may be holding elbow, knowing that there's a one way here, will be full blind, so you can maybe jiggle peek like this. Then just get ask for normal smokes. Maybe you can peek with your flash, no one, okay, you just come back here, that way you can hold flank with your wall that you usually want to place right here, like this, right? And then you can just play post blunt from here with your flash. As you can see, this flash is pretty good. Bang, full blind. You can like play in this corner, for example, like I like to go into this corner and have one of your teammates hold above you for many map info. Then when there's one above you, blind, bang, you'll be half blind, but you can kill them. Then if already like deep into the retake, they're like up close trying to fight the elbow guy or trying to fight this guy, you can flash and bang. Where do I go? Elbow, oh, this guy here, or backside, oh, this guy here. So that's good, but be careful because it doesn't blind people behind here like this.